Hello guys, my name is Rubal and today I will be discussing some important topics on current affairs. And if anyone wants to read and if anyone gets bored when I speaking of these current affairs, I will be providing the link in my description below, so you can go there and read all these current affairs which I'm going to share here. So I guess I think we should start. So the first topic is opposition renewed efforts to remove Chief Justice of India, Dipak Misra, and several opposition leaders intensified their efforts to arrive at a common position to give a notice for a motion of the removal of the Chief Justice of India, Dipak Misra. And this incident is as all of the opposition leaders are collecting the signatures so they can move a motion against the impeachment of the Chief Justice of India, Dipak Misra. And this thing happened after when the four Supreme Court judges spoke about that the democracy is in threat, and in the January, and they have accused CJI to use his position as the master of the roster. As I mentioned earlier, the proposal had been initially mooted after four Supreme Court judges spoke out against the Chief Justice of India use of his position as the master of roster in the January. And this was basically a huge issue, important issue, as Chief Justice of India, which we have a faith in the judiciary, and if he is using his position, then it would be really a disaster for our democracy. And further, now I will be talking about the removal of the Chief Justice, or we can say impeachment process that should happen, and it would take a long time because there are several constitutional process. So as I have mentioned over here, the process of impeachment of Chief Justice of India. First of all, let's start from the process of impeachment of the CJ to the right side, and then it will move then it will be done. So first of all, to submit a removal motion itself, it requires the support of at least 50 MPs in the Rajya Sabha, or we can say the 100 MPs in Lok Sabha. And as is the current situation, the opposition is lacking because they do not have a majority. If we talk about the 100 signatures of MPs in the Lok Sabha, but yes, it can be happen in the Rajya Sabha. And further, then the speaker comes in. The speaker have a discretionary power, as as Sumitra Mahajan or Venkaiah Naidu, if we talk about, they have a discretionary powers whether they will admit this or they will reject it. And if it is admit, it constitutes the speaker have to constitute a 3-member committee to investigate the charges against the CJI. Now here comes the part. If we talk about the removal of the process of the CJI or Supreme Court judge, they all have a same procedure. And now you must be in confusion, like if I'm talking about the Chief Justice of India, then how it can be a part of the 3-member committee. That's where Supreme Court judge, the senior most Supreme Court judge came in, and then the Chief Justice of High Court will be there, and the distinguished jurist. And then if the committee finds the judge to be guilty, the House can take up the motion for consideration, as it has happened earlier too in 1990 against the V. Ramaswamy of the Supreme Court, where Congress has abstained from the voting against him, in which even though the committee finds him to be guilty of the misbehavior, but still Congress saved him. And then the House, in which originally it was admitted, will pass it with a special majority, and then it goes to the other House, which has to pass it with a special majority as well. And then the address for the removal of the judge is then presented to the President, and the President passed an order for the impeachment of the Chief Justice of India, or whether it's a Supreme Court judge. Now, if I'm talking about the special majority, you guys need to know what is special majority. It means the majority of each house, at least two-third of the total membership of the present and the voting. So that I guess now let's move on to another topic. Illegal for Khaps to stop marriages, Supreme Court has said. And the Supreme Court on Tuesday said the interference by Khap panchayats in marriages of interfaith or intercaste couple was absolutely illegal and laid down guidelines to prevent such intrusions. As this was an important judgment because there were several cases in the past where Khap panchayats are using their powers to kill those couples or can or to kill those couples, and they also endanger them to lives, and they keep them separate or from each other. That things happen in the Khap panchayat, and now the Supreme Court has laid down several guidelines to prevent this, which we call honor killings, because the Khap panchayats are much more into their honor. As the yesterday, after the Supreme Court said that the Khap panchayat's interference in marriages of interfaith or intercaste couple would be illegal, there was a news from the UP in which the Khap panchayat said we will not follow these rules. That's really horrible. And let's move down to the guidelines. So government, according to the Supreme Court, this thing will happen until the center passed the legislation to combat these things. But according to the guidelines, government needs to identify every place where instances of honor killings had happening in the last 5 years. And further, the Home Department of State shall issue directives or advisory to Superintendent of Police to identify all the instances which are happening, and the police should convey the Khap panchayats that the convening of such meeting against the marriages which they consider to be illegal or gathering would be illegal, and they will be criminally liable if any harm is caused or decision is taken against the couple or their family members. And further, according to the remedial measures, immediate registration of fire against Khap panchayat if they pass any dictate measure against a couple or their family of an intercaste or interreligious marriage. And further, the security must be provided to them, so no one can beat them or basically endanger them of anything. And state government should provide a safe house to couples which were threatened by the Khap panchayats, or in the future they will be threatened by the Khap panchayat. And now disciplinary measures: if police fail to comply with the court decision, it shall be considered as an act of deliberate negligence and or misconduct for which departmental action will be taken. And the state governments are directed to take disciplinary action against the police if it is found that they did not prevent the incident, which they could. And the state government also should create special cells in every district comprising of the superintendent of police, the district social welfare officer, and welfare officer to receive petitions or complaints of harassment and threat to couples and of intercaste marriage. Further, the fast track court should be set up for honor killing cases. That's it. I hope you guys like this video, and if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe my channel, and do comment if you don't like this video so I can improve. Thank you guys for watching this video. Have a good day ahead.